and can't read the calendar. This is actually week 4, not week 3. So we're not a little bit ahead, we're about on time, so that's actually pretty good. So everything else is the same, I just screwed up on saying which week we're in. Oh well. Good morning and welcome to week 3. This will be a quick video. We already did our first practice in the classroom exam, so that was good. We're actually 1 week ahead. Last semester I did that in week 3, so we're a little bit ahead of the game, and that's good. I was reviewing what I was doing last semester, since this is the first time I'm repeating this setup. What I want to remind you this week is I will set up the grading setup on our blog. This is the blog. When I talk about our blog, we're talking about this one, kenscourses.com, TC101, Fall 2015. You'll notice down here, bottomish right, there's a register and login. You should try to log in. If you have a login, that'll work, so you could do that if you've already registered. And when I say register here, I don't mean register your blog. Register to have an account on my blog. I need to fix this. Oh, yeah, so you can use Clef, which is cool, or you can click right down here where it says log on with a password. So if you're not logged in yet, because you haven't registered yet, then you want to hit that register button and you want to fill out this form. If you haven't seen this form, you should fill out this form. Create a username. Please use A0, whatever your student number is. You can put any email you want, I really don't mind. First name, last name, and your student number again down here. That's redundant, but sorry, just in case someone messes up. I'm pretty sure this email is obligatory, but there's no asterisk there, and then you can register to be on my blog. And again, you could use that fancy dancy clef.io login like I do, or you can just click through here and log on with a password. Okay, if that gets too confusing, I'll remove the Clef as the default one. Helps secure the blog. So there's that. The other thing I really want you to look at is, let's use the C++ group today. So we'll go to WSQs. Okay, again, write code and question. So let's look at number 5. You should be working number 5, maybe number 6, maybe even pushing into number 7. Okay, but definitely, I said last week everyone should have WSQ04. This is the message from last week. Definitely jump into WSQ05. I think if you've got this done this week, you're doing pretty well. You could definitely get ahead of the game with 6 or even 7. So WSQ05 is temperature, so what you're going to do is ask the user for a temperature, right? And then you're going to convert it to another temperature. You could just do the basics and say, give me your temperature in Fahrenheit, and then convert that to Celsius. You might want to work with integers. You might want to work with floating point numbers. You might want to allow the user to decide, do I want to go from Celsius to Fahrenheit, or Fahrenheit to Celsius, or Kelvin to Fahrenheit, or something crazy. You could keep asking them, do you want to do it again and do it again? You're going to need to know how to use loops if you do that. So just try to do whatever you want to do. Let's see, what else? Oh, so in all of these assignments I say, what do you need to submit? So you should create a blog post, explain what you did, where you found any resources. Remember to put the tag hashtag WSQ05 somewhere in your post, either as an official tag if you're using WordPress, or just throw it in there somewhere. Because if you do, it's going to show up on these tag clouds, and that's great. Then you can see what other people are doing. Either just take a picture or put your code right in the post, or if you get fancy, you can post to GitHub. Let's see, if you're on GitHub, let me go to mine right now. Let's assume you already have a repository. Okay, if you don't know how to make a repository, it's up here. It's this button. Click New Repository. But I have a repository. Let's say it's TC101A. For some reason I put an A because I already had one. Now once you have a repository, remember to create it. You're going to have to go through, let's just create one. What the heck. Let's make a new repository and we'll call it bananas. Oh, I can't spell bananas this morning. So if I make a new repository called bananas for my TC101 work, sorry about that camera movement, I'm typing and I shouldn't be. Please, 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 please click this Okay, it's not critical, but it's going to make your life easier. If you don't click that, you'll have an empty repository, and GitHub will just complain and complain and complain and won't let you do anything. Click that README. You can do something else with these other ones, but don't really worry about it for now, kids. So create the repository. Now I have a repository. It's got one file in it. That one I asked it to create, the readme.md, which is Markdown. Bananas. I can change this. I can edit it. Could edit it if I want. But now you get the bonus. There's the plus right beside bananas. And I created a new file. And I can call this hello.cpp. And then I can copy paste my code, or I could just type it in right here, right? I'm going to include IOStream. I'm going to use namespace std. And I'm going to int main. And I'm going to cout hello world with an NL. Notice I have some nicer spacing there. I don't jam everything together. Notice the indents I'm creating. So there's my basic hello world program. And I commit the file. I can add a comment or a description if I want. And I'm just going to hit boom. Commit this new file. Notice now in my directory I have the README that was there at the start, the hello.cpp. I can click on this. That gives me a URL. This is the URL to this code that I can share with everyone. It's actually the URL to the most recent version of this code in the trunk, on the master, but that's a little more than we need to talk about. So you could just throw it up on GitHub. Okay, take a picture, slap it into your blog post, or put it on GitHub and then link to that post. So you can say, hey, if you want to go check out my code, you can go check it out on GitHub. So I think that's pretty well it today. We'll do another quiz this week, at least one more quiz this week. And the next week, which is week 4, we're into exams, kids. The Thursday and Friday next week, we will have exams for the 8:30 groups. The 11:30 group will be until the Monday after. So have an awesome week. And remember to crank forward. Remember also to always ask me questions. If you got questions, come and ask me in my office. Door's usually open. It's closed right now because I'm recording. Ask me in class. Ask me via Twitter. Ask me via Facebook, Smoke Signal, whatever works for you. And have an awesome week.